Hello, dear listener, and welcome to Zealand. The world in which we are playing in will go to some dark places. The content of this series will therefore be violent and dark in nature, so if you find yourself easily offended or are rather squeamish, please do look away.
Kia ora guys, gals, and legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Zealand. This is Chapter 3, Lifeless Tide. The group is separated further than we have been for some time, perhaps ever. We're separated by a number of kilometers. We have one group in the heart-shaped cove near Great Barrier Island, and the others still remain on the island with some guests, some international guests that they will be seeing to. And so, to do this properly, I'm going to have to ask both Jake and Chloe to leave the couch now. And Scott, if you would like, feel free to come and take a seat on the couch.
Cool.
Next to your friend here. And Nick, obviously you're still here as well, because we're going to be beginning in the heart-shaped cove with our team here. So make yourself comfy on the couch. Look at that, you can relax. Okay, and so...
I need one leg so you can up.
At the start of the last episode, we had tone blasting across multiple different channels on the radio. You played again and again through all the different sets, and they all came back the same. Your intention from this point on was to travel further down Great Barrier Island to see if this disappeared, correct?
Yeah, heading and if we needed to, we can hit Coromandel.
Okay.
Because that's something we're to hide behind.
All right. Okay, so Scott, you have the helm, and this is your GPS, so to speak.
Can you just north it?
North it? Yeah, I totally can. I think. Can I? There we go. That's north. That's what it looks like. So you're currently here at the heart-shaped cove. Where is your intention to go from here? Nick, you can also chime in at any time on this as well.
We're heading south down the side of the of Great Barrier.
Now, how close to the coast are you going?
Not that close.
Not very?
Nah, because the thing is, I don't want to get too close to like the low level lands and stuff.
Okay.
So
all right. And how fast are you going at this point?
Gun this shit. Because the thing is, we want to get to somewhere where we can listen to the radio as quickly as possible.
When it's the threshold between like too low and too high, I'll probably go about 2/3.
Okay. Yeah. Because literally the only noise at the moment is your engine.
Yeah.
It's quiet. You can hear the waves off in the distance, but it's a very quiet day. The air is still, and the water, when you're on it, is still. It's only towards the shoreline that you can see waves are crashing.
Distance stays so we're at least out of like gunshot range of the island. So anyone pretty much only where it goes from the actual photo to Google's blue sea.
Mm-hmm.
So further out. So it's
I want to stay in sea, so not like.
Okay.
Even further out than that.
Further out than this.
To hit the line.
Oh, like that.
Yeah. So in the actual sea, so not in the region necessarily.
Okay.
So because we're not worried about the people. We just want to get to the end of the tone.
Okay, and so you're actually going to try and go away from the island rather than travel along down it?
No.
We'll travel down,
okay.
But slowly edge our way out to get to there, and then we'll continue going down.
We just want
so
to stay
like you said, you're kind of trying to stay on the edge there, so to speak, correct?
Then we'll come back. Yeah, then we'll go pretty much on there, follow that line there.
Yeah.
So we're following the coast, but we're always far, far away.
Okay.
And I'll be constantly fiddling with just listening through all the frequencies. And Nick, can you keep an eye out outside if anybody's going to chase us or anything like that?
Are you wanting me to look at land or out at sea?
Everywhere you can.
Or both? Just scanning?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, just scanning. I mean, anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, Nick, I need you to roll perception for me. I'm going to give you... that's just going to be flat to start with.
I tell them priority should be the
Past
land.
11. Priority land? Okay. Past 11.
It's easier to see.
Past 11? Okay.
They took the sheet.
Okay, so as you are going through with all your skills on, what dicks? Just so you know, you're dicks.
Right. Character sheet, mate. Oh, what?
These
You
bloody
took
cheaters
both.
outside the room, they took both character sheets because they're so generous like that. Don't trust those island folk who just take everything.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they keep going south and south and
The
south.
seafaring people, yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
we're good, honest folk.
It's just like the
We'll
tracking.
radio through, but yeah, one south.
We can't radio through it. You don't know
Yeah.
that.
Okay. All right. So you can continue down, Nick. While you're looking out, and you're kind of on the back of the second chance at this point. So we'll go. Well, actually,
Yep.
I'll go into the second chance so you can see, even though she's still just awaiting us over here. She's not really here, but when you're traveling along, it's not something you notice immediately because you're looking further afield. But eventually, from the wake, what you're leaving behind, you're seeing something that looks almost like an algal bloom almost in the water. It doesn't seem as noticeable at first, but as the water kind of like churns and stirs up, you're noticing like there's a yellowness to the water. Not like urine yellow. This is the sea. You're not going to be able to see something like this. This is
No.
quite a bright color that gets stirred up from beneath the waves itself. It's like there's a yellowness that's coming up in the wake of the boat, and you're actually seeing it now that you're looking back behind you. The wake that you're leaving, you can actually see it on the surface, and it kind of like slowly starts to subside and dissipate as the wake does as well.
So it's like it does look like something being stirred up, as in when we pass away or pass,
It settles
Further-
again.
it starts settling down. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I guess I'd point that out to Schalk
Oh,
because he's not driving.
can I use my biology specialization to see if what I can make
Yes,
on
you
this?
can. For the first time, you can use your specialization in
Do I get
biology.
any bonus or
Hey.
anything to it?
I'd say you get a 30,
Plus 30?
plus 30 bonus to this. So, yeah.
You've got to be shitting me.
Is that a 99? But a plus 30 to your...
Would leave me at 97. I rolled at 99.
Oh my god, you just failed. Ah,
I had a 97% success rate. And I thought I'm going to spin a sigil. Bugger this.
you got to spend a sigil? Okay. All right.
Oh,
Spending a
what a
sigil
pain.
to reroll.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
97.
Almost got one of like a very, very
Yeah.
good.
65 success.
65? Okay. All right. So,
Still good.
Nick, you do call Schalk over, and you're like, hey, come have a look at this. And,
Yeah.
you go to the back of the boat, and Scott's just carrying on. And you're seeing this being stirred up and then just kind of like subside and go back into it. You're not noticing it anywhere else in the water, like on the surface. And you're aware of like algal blooms, and we have blooms of algae occasionally in New Zealand. This is decidedly, in your opinion, not an algal bloom.
Can I tell what ish
It doesn't, well, with how bright it is in terms of its coloring, it's a very, very bright yellow when it gets stirred up.
Is it?
natural? Or
It doesn't seem natural.
so
It doesn't
I was
seem
about to say,
natural
is
to
it
you.
potentially a waste dump?
Or yeah, so it looks like a chemical, not.
It could be. It could be. In your mind, you're thinking this isn't an organism. This isn't something living. So therefore, it's not something natural. It's not a natural occurrence. This isn't like an algal bloom that you've seen before.
I go down to the kitchen. I just grab a cup,
Okay.
and I just because it's got like a wee little ladder, right?
It does.
I
It
just
does.
climb down, I just
On the
wanna, like,
back. Yeah. So the ladder actually takes you onto like the bottom level where there's that little bit. So yeah, you can go down by the engines and
I'll just hold on.
Yeah.
And then just see if I scoop up some water and try
Okay.
and get some.
roll to hold on. No, I'm just kidding. You're right. You're being careful. Oh dear, minced Schalk.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. So you managed to get some in there, and I mean, looking at it to the eye, I'm guessing you get back up onto into safety. So looking at like kind of holding up to the light, what little light there is, because it's still very overcast. You can see a lot of it's like murky seawater, but there definitely is like these yellow particles in there, and that's the thing, is like they seem like particles to you, not. It's not mixing with the water, but they do seem to like float. They once the water settles, it settles slightly beneath the surface.
How does it look like
and it
pollen?
varies. Not exactly.
But
No.
I mean, like that's the sort of thing.
Oh,
it's like
yeah, kind of.
small,
Yes.
like but smaller even than that.
In some parts, it does clump together, but yeah.
The problem is, I think out of character, I know exactly what this is. In character, other character.
Oh, maybe out of
Out of character.
maybe out of GM, I know that, and I might be throwing a curveball. You never know. You never know.
But to me, in character, it would just look like yellow particles, like a clump. It seems like chemicals or anything.
It does. It
I would
does.
just
It
honestly
doesn't.
say-
It doesn't seem like a living organism to you.
Yeah, I throw the entire glass out.
Okay.
Not the water, the entire glass.
Okay.
I
It
just
was
say,
your
don't-
favorite
don't-
glass.
Yeah, use your favorite glass. Your whiskey glass.
Yeah.
I just say,
No,
guys,
he just said a
don't,
bottle. There were no
don't-
glasses there.
don't go in the water at all, ever. Like, don't. Like, I've no idea what this is, but it looks it's not natural. If it's clumping, it's something, I don't know, it might be some sort of waste chemical. Maybe it can, I don't know. We definitely don't want to get this in us or on us.
I wonder if I wonder if that same stuff was out near Little Barrier.
Do we see it?
No. No, you haven't noticed it at
Because
all.
I've been fishing.
Shit.
We haven't ate any of the fish yet.
It's true, you haven't.
We'll have
don't
to
eat
check
the
when we
fish.
get back. Maybe it could be something that the people here at Great Barrier is putting out. Maybe they're intentionally dumping waste to keep people out.
Nick, I
we
need
have
you.
seen barrels of crab.
I need you to roll perception for me, Nick,
Okay.
while you're still gazing around
Ah.
on lookout.
67, fail.
Okay, that's all right. It's okay. You're staying on lookout at the moment. You haven't seen anything
I
particular.
wonder if it's best to head.
This is you shouting down
No.
to him.
Oh yeah, so
No, I walked. Like I'm saying, remember I got back up.
Oh, yeah, just on the second level. He's up the top. In
I
the,
would
in
have gone
the-
up to the top with these
Oh,
guys.
okay.
Sorry,
I mean,
sorry.
like, yeah,
Yeah, I was with these guys because I told
Okay.
them don't drink the water.
yeah. Okay.
okay. I just say, wouldn't it? Maybe it might be best just to head west, out of this range of
Out of the
this
go.
Yeah.
thing, to say, at least give them a heads up to what's happening
Well, I would
on
say
Little Barrier, because we don't know what's going on.
the thing is like it's got like what a 3K range. Those things. We'll have to be very close to Little Barrier to be able to hear back from them. The thing is that we just broadcast onto it, and something did happen to them, then they'll know we're out here, and that defeats the entire purpose of us being out here. Because it was like, let's wait till dark before we go back, so at least we can try and slip in close enough to find the radius. But I agree, let's just travel west until we stop seeing this goop, and then we keep going south. Maybe if we're out of the goop, we're also out of the tone range.
Okay. So that's your intention. That's your plan.
Yeah.
Okay. So going back to where you were, which was essentially in and around this portion here, you want to start heading west, correct?
Well,
So-
from that distance, I would probably say go straight south instead of
Southwest.
following. We just want to go away
South?
from the island.
Yeah.
So south.
South directly.
West. Yeah. So south, southwest.
South directly, yeah.
No, other
No,
way.
so we're not.
Oh, south directly, just
Yeah, or
straight down.
southwest.
Because
Okay.
southeast is to
Just
the.
going further out and away from Great Barrier, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Going directly away. Yeah. So we could go straight south. We'll go away from it and keep going south. I would have a look out back with Nick. Is the goop?
It lessens the further away that you get. The further south that you go, it's not as noticeable in the water. You're leaving less of a trail behind.
Okay. I want to go to as we wing down. I want to go to the front. Because there's always a bit of wake around the side at the
Yes.
front. Is that yellow as well?
It is stirring up a bit, yes.
So it
Yeah.
didn't look like this was coming from the boat itself,
No, so it's not like a byproduct of the engines or anything. You
Or
don't
s-
think that you're leaking something.
or something stuck onto the boat or anything like that. It definitely the
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like, yeah. You guys are very far away from, like, the island or anything. You're just out in the ocean. There's nothing else you can really use as a visual bearing.
Oh, yeah.
You've just got what you got now, yeah.
Yeah, we've got the GPA. So, once we've gone until we're goop free in the water, I'll check back with the radios.
Yeah. So at this point, it is running, like,
Clean.
clean.
Right.
Yeah.
Play with the radios
Okay. The tone is still there
on all channels.
on all channels. And it seems pretty consistent across the lot.
Let's keep going. The thing is, like looking at the GPS, I can see we're not as far away from Great Barrier. Because the main part of where the Great Barrier Aerodrome is, where that's something that could broadcast on all channels would be, is not far away. It's just like directly northeast of where we are now. So if we hit this little island, we'll be as far away from it as little barrier is. So let's just hit straight for this little island above Coromandel.
I was just going to ask, just before you started talking as well, was like, what's on Great Barrier? I don't really know anything that's on there myself.
Farmland. There's a small town, scientific reserves, and I know there's
I've got to say science reserves.
Yeah, there's there is a small aerodrome where you can land like Cessnas and crap. So there must be
So there will be a radio tower.
traffic control tower, which I think is the only thing it can send out as a tone on all channels.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
I don't know of anything else that can, other than anything meant for talking on all channels, like a Navy broadcast place, TV, radio, or
I don't know.
I don't know.
But that's all in the city.
So.
That's all in the city. The only thing I can think of is the aerodrome tower.
Okay, in the stillness as you're kind of traveling along, as you're talking, going to this, as you're chatting, Nick, you can see off to the west, off to your right-hand side as you're traveling. You can see that semi-sunken, submerged vessel off in the distance, and you can still see when you're looking through binoculars, not sirens, but rather the same like orange, floating orange things around them.
Can I have a look at them and see? Is there yellow goop around them?
It's really far away. Yeah. You couldn't really tell.
Oh yeah, I'll just keep checking with the channels, keeping an eye out from inside the cabin. And
so I'm just like pointing up ahead. I'm saying, so you want us to hide behind the southeast of that little island there?
Yeah. Let's head for that little island, just above the Coromandel. Yep, that one. I point on the GPS.
Okay.
I'm guessing that's an island, otherwise it would have been thinking, yeah.
It is a little bubby island.
If anything, hell, it might be home number 2 if we can't. Hey, this will be a good point to maybe find little barrier number 2. If little barrier doesn't work out, there's a tiny island.
A tiny
and
island.
it's within visual range of little barrier. So if you just go flat again. Yeah.
Yes, you can see little barrier
It's a
from
good
here.
little outpost.
It's a tiny island.
But then you're also...
enough for just there's Coromandel, so
Yeah.
not that far away from Coromandel as well. This could be actually a really good spot.
Not for a base, but it's good.
Well, for us,
It's a good outlook.
Yeah, for a lookout, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Lookout.
it takes you time traveling through the waves, but it's clear, and I say waves, not really waves, it's stiller than that, and the salt's kind of blowing through the air as you approach this much smaller island, still going through the frequencies. It has, it's not as apparent, like it's there for a long time, and there's almost like a, it's not like it fades, there's almost like a hard cutoff.
And then there's nothing.
And there's nothing. It's
And that's
just
just
clear.
when we're close to the island.
Close to here.
Is there
yeah.
on the GPS a way to, like, on Google, you could put like little notes and little points and things?
Yep, definitely.
I just want to put a note on this island saying, good for lookout, no tone.
Yep, definitely.
And then I just want to put it one just where the aerodrome for the watch code would be, and just say potential tone on all channels.
Okay. Yeah, so you
on the
scroll
beach,
across.
So is it the top beach or the bottom beach? I can't remember.
It's difficult. Like it doesn't actually say on there.
Yeah.
It's just got like the
I said
outlines.
bottom beach. Let's try the bottom
So
beach.
down here.
Yeah, because one of the 2 beaches is where the town is. You can go to map mode if you want. So I can't see that.
So just in and around here.
I'll do that on GPS just so we know. We can
Okay.
probably start and guess distances away from it. Work out some things how far we can
Yep.
get.
So you drop some pins down.
All right.
Leave those in place.
Let's go to the southeast of this. Drop anchor, and then play around on channels.
Okay, so
We might pick up stuff from Auckland City or from Coromandel from here, from Thames.
yeah, so you drop anchor here and you're just waiting. You're going through on the main CB, going through checking.
Roll
Luck for me.
Oh, spin a sigil.
Okay.
For success.
For success. Okay. You're listening for a long time, but there's nothing. nothing broadcasting. You click through, and it's just dead air. There's no tone, but there's no one broadcasting.
Okay. I'll also attempt to broadcast myself.
Okay. Yep.
I'll just, hello, is anyone out there? Please respond. And I'll just say cycling through frequencies, and then wait 5 seconds, and then I want to keep a log as well of every frequency I search and the result of
If there's
all of
something,
that.
it's static or something at all. Yeah.
So if we ever come back here, we know if something happens, if it's static.
Yeah.
I mean, we got the fucking time, might as well.
Yeah. Okay, and so you keep doing that. So far, it has just been dead air. There hasn't been anything broadcasting at all. It seemed silent, and it remains that way for quite some time. Do you have any other intentions while you're on the boat? While you're sitting here waiting?
Well, if we're planning to stay here for a while, I kind of do want to start obviously my leg is still quite tender, it only being like 4 days since it was, 4 or 5 days since it was chopped off.
No,
No, that was at the very start. You had a good while.
It was at
we
the
were
very
there.
beginning of when you were at Eddie's Rock.
Yeah.
You were like, it's been like almost a month. Well, no, 2
Okay,
weeks
well,
or something.
a month, yeah.
Like 2 weeks to a month, I think, since you've lost your leg.
Okay. So what's the condition of it now? Is it
I mean, you all have been taking as good care of it as possible. Nick, you've been helping out a great deal with this as well. Changing Scott's bandages, making sure that it's not getting infected. What little supplies that you had, they've been used to take care of it. And for the most part, it has healed well. It is still sore from time to time, and obviously you do still have moments where you feel like your leg is there, but it's not. But for the most part, it has healed up pretty well. The vet did a good job.
I called to Nick, and Nick,
Yeah.
Up over a bit.
since we've got a bit of downtime until things kind of mull over, I was thinking maybe we can do something about my lack of limb here, and maybe use one of the stools on the second level, and we can attach a pillowcase and stuff to it, and use some of the belts that are around to try fashion some kind of
We could, but
some
there's
kind
a
of pig.
it's probably gonna chafe really bad.
Also, like a stool only has maybe this diameter. You want something that sits on it, because otherwise it's just going to dig into your
Just to
flesh.
give you an idea of what else is here. There's stools, there's also smaller tables. There's varying sizes of
I would
things that you
honestly
could
say let's
potentially
wait till we
use.
get settled and we can actually go out and scavenge and look for prosthetics. Or at least we can go.
The thing is, currently it's not really it's not a health issue at the moment. If we start getting it chafed and infected,
Then we just have to
that's
take
really
more.
bad.
Yeah, we'll have to take more off.
I just know that it's never going to be a priority for the group.
Well, the thing is, we haven't really had a chance to get
We
settled.
can make it a priority.
And
Okay. I'll trust the doc. And I kind of smiled at myself.
Dr. Nick, huh?
because the thing is, we can always if we get settled on Little Barrier or on this tiny little place, we can go to Auburn Hospital, or they must have something there.
Have you not seen any movies?
It's been long enough. We can also just find a bloody phone book and look if there's some.
You never know, someone on the island might actually be relatively good at woodworking.
Yeah, or we could just go look for rehab
make something.
facilities for physiotherapy. They must have prosthetics. We could do a proper scout, but let's just get settled, mate. I mean,
I think half-assing it could lead to way more issues than not doing.
I suppose I've only met 2 people on the island. I probably should do a bit more than to kind of get settled first, I suppose.
yeah,
I mean, I'd be happy to do it, but my concern would be that I would do more harm than good.
let's not half-ass it. Let's whole-ass it afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
That.
Point taken.
Otherwise, just chill, mate.
All right. So with
More chill.
Yeah.
yeah.
Fish. There you go.
So-
You enjoy fishing now, don't you?
I don't want
Get
to
us
fish
some
with all
good
this
fish.
muck in a close vicinity.
Yeah, that's actually true. Let's be careful.
I'm a
about
bit-
fish.
Can I actually go downstairs and check the fish?
Yep. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yep.
Schalk, come with
Totally
me.
can.
I go down the stairs.
Did you end up gutting it, or did you just throw it straight in the?
I threw it in the
Chiller.
chiller straight. I haven't
Yeah.
done anything with
It
it.
hasn't been gutted
We
yet.
do have a filleting knife there as well.
Yeah.
On the way down, look for the kitchen. Is there just some latex gloves? You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Disposable ones. Yeah. Definitely. There's a lot of latex on this
I
boat.
still
Remember?
see-
All right. There's a lot of latex.
I see him putting the gloves on. I'm like, God, I hope it's not infectious to the touch or anything. So it's-
Which is whatever that goop is, I don't want it on me. It might, if it's
Yeah.
something that can eat through skin, if it's something that can dissolve cell walls or something, if it's highly,
well,
I got the term for it, but thingy.
yeah.
If
I handled it, and I'm not melting away. So.
Okay. So
I
you
would cut it open.
you go to the chiller, which is on the second level, just where you usually do all your fishing and the rest, and you've got some of the ice from the freezer, which is in there, and examining the fish.
I'll look at the gills.
On the surface, they seem fine.
I-
Like there's a mixture of fish here.
I will examine. We've got the time. I mean, between this and playing around on the radio, I would,
Yeah.
I'll open up all their gills and
Might,
then gut all of them.
might as well just kill two birds with one stone. Fillet them while we're checking them.
I mean, okay, yeah. As you're
Gut them. Yeah,
Yep.
I'll gut them, pull it out,
Okay.
check that. Well, I'll gut one, give it to them to fill it, while I look at the guts.
roll finecraft for me. Who's doing the actual filleting? You're doing inspection,
I'm doing
right?
the gutting and this.
Oh, you're doing the gutting. So
I'm gutting, he's filleting.
okay, filleting will be finecraft. Gutting it's guttural.
Yeah, because then I'm looking.
Yeah,
I'll look
and you're
through
going to
it
look through it, and I'll get you to investigate. Yeah. So
And
just
this-
finecraft, Scott, and I'm going to give you a +20, and Schalk, same thing for you, +20, and Nick.
Can I, before I start
while
filling,
they're
can I
doing
see
that,
what
I'll
he
just be
does? With the,
scanning.
Hang on,
Right.
you guys are just talking over each other. So he just started. So Nick, sorry.
I'll just scan around and check to see if anything
Okay,
is
fantastic.
interesting.
And you are.
I will first wait after he's gutted and investigated that first, and then I'll start filleting once if he comes back with nothing.
Can you do biology instead of investigate, since I'm looking at
Yep,
biology?
definitely. Yep.
Plus that 20?
Yep.
Okay. 31 success.
Okay. And your finecraft?
Oh, I haven't started fine crafting yet.
Filleting?
He's gutted it.
Yep.
He's looking at it. And then he passes it to me to fill
Once
it.
I get the okay.
So roll. Yeah. So there are some that are getting the okay. This is the overall to see how good you do your filleting.
Okay, so he. I just was waiting
Yeah.
for an okay as all.
49. So, yeah, no, because he got plus 20.
+20. Remember?
Oh, okay.
49 success.
Okay. All right. So the first one you go through, perfectly fine. That's okay. You hand that off and you start filleting the fish, getting rid of the scales. The next one that you're going through, while you can't see anything in particular that seems to be wrong with it, but it seems like a very sickly fish. Like it doesn't seem as healthy as the others. Like
Grey gills?
no, I mean like there's no massive discoloration, but this one's missing a lot of scales. Like it's missing a lot more scales than some of the others. Looking at the rest of them that are in there, they all seem to be pretty okay for the most
There's
part.
nothing in their guts, no yellow goop.
No yellow goop. It just it stands out from the rest that are in there right now that you've kind of gone through, and it just looks a little worse for wear, I guess I could say.
Any, other than like losing scales, is there like actual damage to it?
No, I mean like it just, as best I can describe a sick fish, it just doesn't look that healthy.
Did I fillet my big fish, my big catch?
Yeah, the real big one.
Oh, nice.
Okay, that one's okay.
So
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, your massive snapper.
So there's no yellow goop at all?
No yellow goop. No,
Okay,
you
I'll
haven't
just
seen any residue.
pack it in its own plastic bag, guts and all.
Yeah.
And I'll just wrap it up, put it back in the freezer
Okay.
with the gloves.
Mhm.
Okay, so we know Great Little Barrier's fine. Does the GPS and all the fancy gizmos on the boat, does it show ocean currents?
It can do. Yeah, it can do.
Do you guys know how to work it? Is it self-explanatory? Click for ocean currents.
Not straightforward. It's something that you'd have to spend some time doing. You might be able to use logic to be able to try and figure it out. No manual.
Also,
Logic it.
is it something that's going to require a connection to some sort of service?
I'm guessing if it's GPS, it'll run off that. Because off that, won't it?
Well, I mean, that's the thing is like I'm not 100% about ocean currents whether or not it's a predictable.
There will be some predictability on seasonal, but we're guessing up to date
I
ocean
don't know
currents
enough to help here, so.
Yeah.
Up to date ocean currents is like the wind. That'll need something. But
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it'll have something like seasonal. Like this is generally where it goes. That's
Yeah.
what I want to know.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I'll logic it with a sigil.
Okay.
Is that the third sigil I'm using? Have I used two
1,
already?
2. Yes, I believe so. Do you want to use a sigil?
Yeah. Oh, 54 success.
Okay. Okay. It does immediately give you an error. With lack of connection for up to date, but it is able to give you estimations based upon previous data. Like essentially like a template mold of what you'd expect it to look like.
Is the current going from Great Barrier to Little, from Little to Great? How's that current? I just want that's what I want to know.
Opposite.
So,
So
from Little to Great.
in and around and then out. See.
So
yeah.
we're at Little Barrier where theoretically we're in no real danger from that goop going towards.
Going towards, yeah.
Okay, and this one where we're on now, how much does it look like? Does the current pass down? Does it
Potentially
pass-
yes, because it's flowing down. Yeah.
Okay, so if we stay here, no water and no fishing. If we whatever we do on this island.
Yeah.
Nick, while you're looking out, can you roll perception for me? I'm going to give you just this is just a flat perception check.
87 fail.
Okay, all right. So you continue having a little discussion.
Yeah, so and okay, after I'll go back to radio and play. But yeah, so we can. I mean, this will be good, but we could walk and talk.
Yeah.
We just we can't touch anything here because the goop's not here yet, but it might come soon. I mean, like if we stay however long we stay, if it's like a couple of months, we can wait for the seasons to change and things.
Well, I didn't expect us to be staying here for a few months at any point, but it's a good lookout for events that occur if we ever need to fall back to.
While you're having this conversation, you hear from beneath the boat, you hear a thud
Like beneath, like okay, I go to
from
bottom.
below deck.
I go to the lowest deck. Machete out.
Right down onto the bottom one, so you're down where the TV is, down where the other rooms are. Okay, Nick, what's your intention at this point as well?
I would follow.
Scott, do you
With
try
my
and
knife
move
out.
along and?
I try to go down and I grab the filleting knife while I'm.
Okay, so you all move down into the bowels of the second chance. Let's go jump across to her. Okay, moving down the. It's going to take us all the way there. Wow, that was lightning. Slam down to that. So you come down the stairs. You look around. It's dim light in here, coming in from the windows on the side of the second chance.
Where can we try? Can we find
From beneath.
Outside.
It's still from beneath.
Still from beneath.
I just look and I say, undead.
I'm guessing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, wanna go fishing? We got a sick fish. I don't think like these things care what it is. They just hook the fish, chuck it over, bait it out from the thing, and shoot.
Worth a try.
What do you think, Nick? Or do you? Because like I was like, out of all of us, I'm guessing you're the best swimmer, and I don't think you want to go swim down and fight a zombie underneath the boat.
I don't want to go in this water at all, to be fair.
Yeah. So let's see if we can bait it out, and then we can take care of it.
What makes you think it's one?
Well, yeah. When you're looking, did you see any?
Where you're talking, is coming directly from beneath you.
Yeah, fuck it, let's go.
I'll
We move
Walk
from
it
there.
tap the floor.
You
I'll
what?
tap the floor and listen. So I hit the floor to see if it reacts.
It goes
and I'll just
silent.
listen for anything.
Outside, you hear water disturbed.
I run back to the top.
Yeah.
Run back up to the top. When you make it there, you can see where the surface of the water has been disturbed, and it's starting to calm down.
Got that. Safety off.
Yeah.
I head over to the kind of side of the boat.
Okay, so you're
Yeah, and
kind of edging out around.
Yeah, and I start going over here, like just making sound, like nonsense, just talking
I
nonsense.
check the opposite side.
Okay, all right. So you say over here, over here, over here. Okay, all right.
I'll stay on the back.
I'm not leaning over.
No, I know you're just standing on the edge.
Yeah.
It's quite thin, so that you're like kind of up against the edge. You're holding on, and
I'm not up on the walkway. I'm on the
this is
the main area.
the side.
Yeah.
So,
So I'm on the main area.
Yeah.
So like I'm not on the edge. I'm on there, and I'm just on the edge, just going
Leaning
over here.
Oh,
over here.
right. No, so that's that plastic kind of seal along the side there. For you to
he's on
actually
this
be.
side. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just like on the couch.
Well, they heard us
Like
inside the
leaning over
boat.
couch.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
I still look the opposite. I check the opposite side. I check the right-hand side of the boat. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So as you call out.
with one leg, I'm not going to stand out on there ever.
Okay. All right. And you're going around the other side
But I'm gonna go on the ledge.
on the ledge. Yeah.
So then I'll just check
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gun out at the back.
at the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So there is that moment of silence, and then Scott called out, "Over here! Over here!" Looking down towards the water, you see something shimmer for a second. You see a shimmer of something, and then the water breaks very, very quickly, and something flies out at a decent pace and speed,
I know what it is.
and goes straight into the plastic. Like, it's very, very quick. Up, out, and then it's like back in the water. Because you're looking, I need you to roll perception for me. You're going to get a plus 30. It's because it's just a very, very quick glance. Nick, same thing for you, except it's going to be a plus 10.
No,
I'll re-roll
Plus
this
what?
one and
Sorry?
Okay.
I know what it is.
So you're using a sigil?
Past 27.
Okay.
Past 10.
All right. So both of you see this as this thing, this grey shape, emerges from the water at speed and with ferocity, knocking against the plastic side of the second chance where you called from, and then diving back down into the water. As best you can make out, it seemed to be some kind of dolphin.
I thought so. Okay.
Zombie dolphins.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Do you share it with me since I'm out? I was going, what the fuck was that?
I just say dolphin,
Oh shit.
angry dolphin.
Nick,
I get back over like the thing. I'm not standing on the ledge with zombie
Okay.
dolphins.
Yeah, so
I'd
you
say-
start
yeah.
as you start shuffling your way back around, Nick, you see from close to where you are
I'll
a
back
number
away if I see anything.
of dorsal fins
Shoot.
above
No,
above the
I'm backing
waterline. Do you
What's
do you make any reaction or call to the
Yeah, and I
others?
back up. I said if I see anything,
Yep.
I back up.
Okay, yeah, so you start backing up and into it. You see Nick backing up. Schalk, you manage to make it back around the corner, edging away around. You're all up on the second level at the moment.
Do I see the dorsal fins as well?
Oh dear.
Roll perception for me. Because Nick hasn't said anything about them yet.
No, 75 fail.
Fail? Okay, alright.
75 fail.
No, so you don't notice. No. No.
I just keep my gun ready.
Okay, alright. Okay, alright. Nick, as you start backing up, no one else has any awareness that there is anything else other than the thing that you saw on the side.
Yeah, we just know there's us.
There's
just know
something in the water.
There's a
Yeah.
zombie dolphin around.
Yeah. Okay, as you're standing there,
And
as you
know I'm
start
backing up.
As you start backing up, Nick, something does emerge from the water again at speed, and pretty much beaches itself onto the deck of the second chance. And Nick, it is literally, I'd say it's probably around about like just a small distance away from you. And as it lands on there, it's just as best as you would imagine a dolphin screaming at the top of its lungs would sound. It is just making an ungodly just like it sounds like a dying pig. It sounds like something you've never ever heard before in your life, and the thing just starts trying to go straight towards your leg,
Yes,
Nick,
I
just
shoot.
like
Instinctively.
whackling
Yeah,
it.
Yeah,
it's like,
I
as I
would
said, it probably happens
instinctively shoot.
simultaneously. But as I see him like kind of like raising his gun, I'm kind of just like Careful with the dick! Yeah, and it's like, the dick.
Oh, when you said the dick, I was
Very
like,
careful for the
really? Like, is that a thing about dolphins I didn't know about? Like,
It's the lovely Kiwi accent.
I know. Okay, all right. I need everyone to roll for initiative at this stage. So, we're using your flat. So we're using for this. We are going to be using your athletics skill.
Athletics.
39.
So I'm 30.
great.
Remember, we also do a slot base. So
Yes, it is slot based. So what number?
So I got 30, 40, 39.
30, 40.
No, 39, 40.
Okay, you all get a turn before this thing goes, but you know that it's going for Nick at this point.
Yeah.
So
Do you want to go
who wants
first,
to go
or-
first?
Yeah. Or do you want me to shoot it first?
I would like to create distance. I would like to get further away from the zombie missile.
Okay, all right. So Nick, you're going up first, and you're using your turn to try and move away. How far away do you want to move?
A couple of steps back. If I can take a couple of steps back and then try and shoot,
Okay.
or is that?
Yeah, you got a few seconds per like round, so.
Yep. You can move. You can't move as far. You might be able to get onto the steps.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
And then
So as this thing lands and it just goes and goes to your leg, you back up thinking, what the fuck? Getting onto the stairs, you pull up your weapon. What gun are you using currently?
it wouldn't be the shotgun. I'd be using the pistol.
Yeah, you've got the shotgun, right? No.
No, Jake
No,
does.
I have both.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got
I have
both.
a pistol and a shotgun,
I've just
but
got-
I'm not gonna empty a shotgun into a dolphin on a boat.
Okay. All right. You're at close range currently, which is going to work perfectly fine for you using your pistol.
Yeah, it's only near range.
It's a near weapon. So I'm going to need you to roll to shoot. It's not going to be easy. This thing is moving.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be flat. There's going to be no bonuses that come from this as you fire.
Oh, this is gonna go terribly. Oh, hold on. 24 passed.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
What are you calling the weapon? Light, medium, heavy?
It's medium. It's medium.
So plus, what to the damage?
Medium damage is plus 20.
So 40 damage is a significant wound.
And that's going to be to... Okay, so yeah, you back up, you bring out your pistol, and you just fire at this thing, and it just tears right into its left flipper. It's like just to the side of it, and you see blood just like squirt out onto the deck as it's just still like writhing backwards and forwards, just screaming at the top of its lungs, just... Who's going next?
I'd like to get it. I just take a step or two back and just shoot into it.
Okay, all right, you step back onto the other side of the staircase. Scott, you're the only one that's kind of out in front of it at this stage. Take your shot.
I'll spin the sigil.
Okay, you're spending a sigil. We're down to 1.
Yeah, because my shoot is shit.
You like to shoot the shit.
Yes, that was mine.
Nah. I'll spin my last one to reroll.
Okay, last one to re-roll without the sigil bonus.
Nah.
Okay, all right. You aim to shoot and you just, you take one good shot towards it, but as it's just screeching and like just using the momentum, the musculature of it to writhe backwards and forwards, your shot just goes down and into the boat itself. You don't see where it goes in particular, but it did hit the deck. Scott, it's your go. What do you want to do? You're currently holding on to this for stability.
Yeah, because you're one leg.
Yeah.
Poor man.
This is where 2 legs is helpful.
I kind of just want to do something a bit crazy.
Okay,
Grapple it.
make your
I
move.
literally want to dive on it.
Oh shit.
Okay. Are you trying to?
Because I've got the filleting knife.
Okay.
I kind of just want to dive on it, try hold it.
Yeah. So you're gonna
But
try
I'm
and
staying,
grapple
I'm staying
it.
away from its mouth.
Yep. You're trying to grapple
Yeah.
it. Okay. To like hold it in place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll fight.
Going on Steve Irwin on it.
I'm gonna say it's not quite a superior position, but it is definitely out of its comfort zone. So I'm gonna give you almost in between. Then I'm gonna give you a plus 30 to your fight roll to be able to do that, to be able to attempt to grapple.
So I have to roll under an 80.
Yes.
Yeah.
20 success.
20 success. Okay. You look at this thing as it's like looking out, trying to find some kind of target, and you just freaking push yourself off the side of the stairs, collapsing down on top of it, and you just wrap your arms around it, trying to pin it to the deck, trying to stop it from moving. And you can feel the strength of this thing beneath you, and its blood is kind of like getting up and onto your arms, and you're just trying to pin it there as best as you can, using your one other leg, like it only has one appendage, to like try and keep it down in place.
And then I just yell one word, machete!
Okay, and Machete descends from the skies and he brings out his blades and your hidden secret beneath the deck. Okay, all right, you do just that. Now I'm going to be doing an opposed might check against you to be able to break out of this. So I need you to roll might for me.
Sigil it.
I'm sigilling it.
So that's 51. Nah, son.
Reroll.
Okay, so you use the sigil and you're using another.
So you don't get the sigil.
So now you're just down to one sigil.
36.
It wasn't meant to be.
It wasn't meant to be.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so you feel it buck and you try to keep it down, but it manages to throw you off, getting you off on the side. And you do manage to like roll a little bit, and you end up kind of landing on your side next to the seating here, and it just starts moving towards you, like trying to like move its way towards you.
So it's like flipping.
Yeah, it's using the musculature of its tail to like flip itself backwards and forwards, and it's getting towards you. It's not quite there, but it's getting towards your good leg.
We can't even it out for you.
Yeah,
Sacrifice your leg to it.
it's now back towards your all turn. The rest of your turns.
Nick, do you want to go try and shoot it again? Because I'm going to drop my gun and go stab it, because I suck at guns.
I suck at guns as well, but I'm not getting close to it. So yeah, I'll try and shoot it again.
Oh, you're better
Except
at
this
guns
time I will chuck a sigil at it as well.
Okay, chucking a sigil at it.
6 beat a 60.
9. I rolled a 9.
So plus that's still a significant
That's-
wound with the, because it's 29 with the damage from the gun. So another significant roll.
Let's see, Nick. So you're just down to one sigil, correct?
I am.
Yep.
Correct,
Okay.
yeah.
Sorry. What was the roll on that one? It was
9.
a significant room. So it was a 9.
Plus 20 from the gun.
Okay. All right. So
So
Yeah.
it's the right leg.
no, right, it's the tail essentially. Yeah. So Nick, you do you just like you're trying to aim at this, and it's now going towards Scott, and you just fire instinctively, you're trying to hit it anywhere you can, and the bullet does hit it right in the meaty part of its tail, and you can see it reacts to it ever so slightly, but it keeps on moving towards Scott. It's now bleeding out the side of that tail as well, so it's bleeding out of its flipper and out of its tail.
And with two significant
Making a
wounds.
bloody mess out of it, that's
Yeah. With 2 significant wounds, it'll take minus 20 to everything it does.
Yeah, so you can see that it's really trying to get towards you. It's just, but it's struggling to flip about on the deck.
I'm just gonna go in with. I dropped the gun. I just want to run up to Machete, just start carving at its head.
Okay, you are now in a superior position. It has its eyes on Scott, on Triton. So you run in with. Are you using both machetes, or are you using
one.
just the one? Just
Okay,
like
yeah,
go
go-
straight for, and you're going for anything particular? Just going straight. Just
Well,
any,
the
anywhere.
closest bit to me would be its head. So yeah.
Yeah, you gonna do an aim at the head,
No,
or
I just want to. Whatever. I just want to.
Oh, okay, just
any region
anything.
from like this.
Okay, sure.
I'm not.
Okay,
If
go
I can
ahead.
reach it, I'll
Yeah,
hit it.
go ahead. Roll. You've got a plus 40 to that.
Plus 40, so that means where's my fight? So 79. 66 success, so that's a grievous wound. Plus, was it 10, I think, for this light weapon?
Yeah.
So 76. Oh, so short.
No, sorry. Hang on. No, but that's a machete is going to be a medium.
Then
So then it's
So it's 20.
20, so 86 limb destroyed.
Yeah. So you run up, you try and strike it, and you just go, bam, and you take its fin and part and a good chunk of it completely off. Just clean, like the machete goes bam straight down into the deck, and it's just blood is just streaming from this thing right now.
So where I hit it exactly?
In its fin.
Oh,
So
fin.
yeah, you chopped it off. You literally chopped the whole fin off, And so now it's got one that's shot on the side, and so now it's more of a sausage than a dolphin.
Finish it.
Okay,
This is
and
the emu all over again.
yeah,
And
and now Scott, it's your turn as this thing is coming towards you, still with that murderous look in its eyes, as its fin is now lying down on the side. It's like right side fin.
Dolphin fin soup.
Oh, great.
Okay, I kind of want to.
You still have your knife on you?
Yes, I do. Do I? Should I
You
fling it off? Does it have? Do I still have it in my?
No, no. When you drop to the ground, it did drop. It is within arm's reach, though. I'm gonna need you to do a athletics check to see if you can grab it before you do anything else, though. Because jumping on it, like, unless you specifically held on to it, like, you? Yeah,
So-
no, you did have it in your hand, didn't you?
Yeah, I did have it in my hand, but if
Yeah.
I don't have it, I'm not gonna go grab it. Like if it's gonna
Okay.
be trouble to get.
Okay, no. So when you did get thrown off, it did come out it did leave your hand, but it's close enough that you'd be able to grab it without it actually snapping at you. It's trying to snap at you, but it's more towards your legs right now. So you go ahead, you grab up the knife. It's coming towards you, or it's still trying to get towards your leg. What's your intention? What do you want to do here?
I kind of want to take my leg out of its path.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, like, yeah,
Yeah.
you try,
And then-
you scoot yourself up.
And
As
I
best
kind
you
of
can.
then I just want to spend kind of like some of my action just kind of again trying to keep like Schalk in a good position as it's trying to go for me, just trying to scoot along like kind of along the edge of the couch there, like going north, like kind of north-ish from the couch, because I'm on that couch there, eh?
Yeah, you're
your mouse
here.
is.
It's here. Schalk's here.
Okay.
Nick's here.
So Schalk's, but he just chopped his fin off, so he'll be over there.
Oh, he's just to the side of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that he's in between me, so I'm fine. I don't move. I just
No,
wanna-
I'm on the other side of the thing.
He's on the other side of
It's
it.
you, dolphin, me.
You, Dolphin, Schalk's there,
Then
Nick's
over
there. What do you do?
Okay.
Got to do it fast.
I said I don't do anything. So
You're
you're
taking passing a turn, so you don't move from where you are,
No, not move physically, like you did say, he's moving his leg away from him.
but he's still essentially in the same area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Narratively.
Well, because what I said I was going to do was objected, so I said, oh, okay, so I don't do anything because I can't do anything.
You can attempt to move out the way.
That's what I said. I want to move up.
Oh, okay. You
I
can.
wanna
You can move
up along
onto
north,
the seat.
on the boat.
Yep. You can keep doing that.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So you objected, so I thought.
No. Sorry,
Yeah.
no. You can
Yeah.
totally move as far as you want.
Yeah. So I
Your turn.
move
Yeah.
away from it.
Yeah, so
far
you
as
start.
you want?
Yeah, you start crawling. Yeah, I mean, like as much as your movement will allow.
Up to the edge of the couch. to the
Yeah, so
stairs.
yeah, you do manage to kind of get out the way of it. At this point, you can hear other calls as well around. Not sirens, but you do hear other screeches nearby in the water. Nick, remember you did see multiple dorsal fins.
Yep. That wouldn't be occurring to me. I'd be sitting here trying to not.
Okay, I'm just so
So you said we heard it.
you heard the other screams. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, okay.
Yeah, we all hear it. That's,
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here. And I as I'm kind of heading north,
Let's go.
You keep trying to like
My intention is to
pull
eventually
yourself
get
back
back
up,
up top.
and climb back up top. Okay, all right. So as you're doing that,
Just
this
leave
thing,
us be here.
as you're trying to get away, it's trying to like hop after you, but you can see it's like slowing down, and it doesn't have much life left in it. And it tries as best it can get towards you. You're the next closest thing, and it does try and like turn towards you, but it just doesn't have the momentum or the force with the injuries that it has right now to be able to, like, it tries to take a bite of you, but it just doesn't get there. It doesn't, like, it's had enough, so to speak, but it tries. And so
I've got to give it some.
it comes back around to the rest of you. Going at it again? Okay, you're gonna get that plus 40. Go for it.
Nah.
Just smash the deck. Done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Oh no.
like-
84 fails. So no.
Okay, yeah, no, I mean, like, you do go try to strike at it, but like, you do, like, you manage to like get into it a little bit, but it's not enough to
Nick,
finish
shoot.
it off.
Come along, Nick.
I'll
Look up to it and shoot
no,
it.
I was about to say I'll do the point blank shot.
You're gonna do that? Okay, so with this thing, like, as Schalk goes to strike it and it like moves like one last time, you walk up towards it and essentially place your gun as best as you can to shoot. And you're gonna roll shoot. You can't really miss, but roll shoot it is plus 40.
Plus 40.
Oh, I passed.
Okay.
38 passed.
Okay. All right. You point it as best you can to where you imagine its head is. Like,
What do you imagine? You can see
well,
where
you
its
can
head
see
is.
you can see the head is. Yeah. So yeah, you go and
It's not an actual
and you
sausage.
shoot, and there is a moment where it like jerks and then stops, and just blood starts to flow from it, from all of the wounds that it has on the deck.
As soon as it stops, I drop a mission. I tell Nick, let's get it off. Let's get it off the boat.
Push it. No.
Okay, it's together, working together. It's possible for you to do it. Like, just so that you have done it, I want you to roll might, but you're both going to get a plus. You're going to both get a plus 50 to this. It's a simple action. Okay.
30 pass.
Okay, so you both succeeded at it. So you're able to do it actually pretty fast then. You both grab a side of it, perhaps even just picking up the fin as you're going, and you roll it off the back. You just roll it straight into the water, and it just
I see the other one.
plops down into it. And you can see, just like circling around the boat right now, you can see these other dorsal fins. And as it hits the water, the blood just like flows from this thing. And Scott, you have managed to get towards the ladder for the boat. I need you to roll athletics for me though to climb back up at speed, or at least try to. I'm gonna give you a plus.
While he does, I just tell Nick, I'm like,
10 to that.
if we leave, they'll follow us. They're dolphins. They can keep up with any boat. Normally, zombie dolphins.
That's
21 pass.
21 pass. Okay, so Scott, you get towards this thing. You've been like jumping along, using as much of the boat as you can to try and keep yourself stable. You get up towards the ladder, up towards the top deck, and you just climb and just like one leg at a time, both arms, pull yourself up, and you get up there before long. And just as you've kind of rolled this out, you're kind of surprised to hear the boat just roar to life as Scott is in the captain's seat.
Yeah, I said to Nick that we can't take them back to Little Barrier. If, like, let's say nothing happens with Little Barrier, and we bring them there, then we're really stuck on the island.
You hear
take a step
more of
back on the
the
edge.
screeching.
I'm going on ahead and turn the boat around back the way we're tracing our steps.
Okay.
I make my way back to up there and I go, what the hell, man? We can't take them back to Little Barrier.
I'm just heading straight north.
Back to Great Barrier. Then we are back in the position where we were. With no radio, no way to hear anything, contact anyone. Take them south. Let's lead them back, lead them down.
At this point, you're still going on the trajectory you were talking about before, Scott.
Turn left, and I go around the left side of the island that we're just on.
Take them
head south.
Take them into the Coromandel, the Thames region. Lead them in there. Maybe we can beach them on shallow areas.
I'm not good with geography, mate.
Just south, mate. Fucking south.
Yeah, I head south.
Okay, so you start heading south as best you can, and you're hearing this screeching constantly. And sometimes it does seem to be getting slightly further behind you, but you are still hearing.
Look out back.
And occasionally you do hear like a boom, a thump on the side of the boat as you go as fast as the second chance can.
Nick, you were saying?
I was going to say I keep an eye out for them, but I don't really need to.
I just keep an eye out, just make sure they don't jump on the boat again.
I was going to say, can we move something to the back so they can't jump on the boat?
Do we have? There's
Furniture. Furniture.
I can't. I'm up top, and unfortunately, so I can't actually respond.
Okay,
to
I'll
him,
do
but-
that. I'll start shifting couches and stuff in the way.
Okay, you start trying to move some things, maybe getting some of the bookshelves, putting them down on the side, trying to push them up against the back. And also doing it so that obviously it doesn't just fall off the back of the boat. You do it to create something of a barrier. But you do see them behind you. They are getting quite decent air out of the water as they are just screeching and chasing after you.
Okay. I still carry on.
Yeah. Okay.
I just say to myself, fucking dolphins.
Yeah. I just say keep you can see the Coromandels. I say just hug the coast. Let's see if we can get them into shallow-ish water. Don't beach the ship, but see how close you can get before you do beach it. the less mobility they have, the better it is for us. Hell, even if we have to take them on like one at a time on the boat, at least now we know what we're dealing with. Oh, something else. I don't know before your fishing craft. Do you have a net? Like a big net?
I don't know.
I don't think we do. We've got like scuba gear and a few other.
Like, not like a proper
pieces-
fishing net.
Not like a proper
catchy
net.
little
Not like a
thing.
proper net. No.
Okay, I go down to Nick and I say, keep an eye out for any fishing vessels.
Okay.
Let's do what fishing vessels always do: catch dolphins in nets.
And I object. I say going as I'm still going. I just like going that low. Will get beached before they get beached.
That's okay. That's why I come back. I say, yeah, all right. That's what I'm saying. New plan.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can near because there's chains and stuff. We can go back. If we don't find anything here, we can go to Auburn Harbour.
Scott,
Get a
I need you
fishing
to
vessel.
I need you to roll drive for me. I'm gonna give you a +30 to it.
Let's find a fishing vessel and grab the nets and then
26 plus.
Okay, all right. As Schalk is having this conversation with you as you're driving ahead of you, you do see you see a shadow in the water ahead of you.
I dodge the shadow.
Okay, you move around it, and as you do, as you kind of like you turn slightly to the side, you can see that there were some slightly submerged rocks. So, good dodge. You continue going, and same thing. Like they are not giving up, and they are
Right.
keeping pace.
let's just head straight for Auburn Harbour. Then we know there's fishing vessels there. I don't know what the hell goes on in Thames anyway. If we can get it or see a fishing, can we see fishing vessels with the binocs or?
Around here, no.
Seeing the rocks and stuff were that close, I still heading the same way. I just kind of edge slowly out towards it more open. See?
Yep,
Just
okay.
away from the actual landmass.
Okay.
There you go. There's a tiny boat. I see it.
No, there's no ships, no ships moored. This is a pretty desolate area. You're not seeing any other signs of civilization right now. You can see like a road that's going along the side, but it's more of like a dirt road.
We'll hit Maritai. We'll hit places where there should be fishing vessels.
There's another thump on the
Yeah,
side of the
fucking
boat.
Put the hammer down. All the way to Auckland.
Okay.
You start to turn the boat around, and as you do turn around, you actually hear one of the windows shatter, and some blood gets on the side as you do have to take a bit of an angle to start turning. And one was there for a second, but it's kind of flops
our
back
level?
into the water.
Up top?
No, not up top. No, second level.
Oh, so Nick can see it.
Yeah, so Nick can see it. Yeah, for a second there was one that was through there, and just like blood and gore is left behind on the glass.
While he does it, I go back to the radio and on all frequencies just send out maydays. Mayday,
Okay.
mayday, anyone please respond.
You keep going, traveling, trying to make your way
Zoom,
as
yeah,
best
zoom
you
out.
can. Yeah, zoom out. So you said you're trying to go towards the harbour, correct?
Oh yeah. So pretty much straight southwest, a straight go. We'll take Waiheke. In between Waiheke and Rangitoto.
Yep. Okay.
I ask. So how many are there?
I mean, what?
Dolphins.
Nick, I shout down to Nick. How many are there?
It's difficult for you to get
Go on,
you don't see them all at once. But you have at least at one time seen 3 at the same time. But
I'd just say a
could
few.
yeah, there
A
could be
few.
more, could be
I don't
less.
We at least need to shoot each of them at least once.
So they bleed out.
Yeah.
Nick, do you think you can hit them all? At least, okay, I say screw it, I'll walk down and tell them. And I respond, Nick, you need to, Andrew says if you can hit them all, make them bleed out and eventually die. And come back as slow zombies.
Pretty shit at shooting, but I'll give it a go.
I'll try to keep on the radio, see if there's anybody with a better boat than us who will help us. And I climb back up.
I think this is just going to be a waste of ammo, but we'll give it a go.
Up to you, mate.
I'll try it. I don't see what our other options are, to be fair.
Yeah. As we keep chugging along down
Going down, and your intention is to go down towards
the harbour.
the harbour and
So
towards
probably,
Auckland.
probably we'll, yeah, Waiheke, then we'll go down to proper Auckland Harbour.
And you're gunning it as fast as you can.
I hope so.
Yes, while we're in the open, yes. But as we start kind of moving further into like enclosed areas and stuff like that, slow down.
Okay.
But when we're in open sea area, yes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're burning it across here, and it is like it's an unrelenting attack. They haven't stopped. They're able to keep up pace with you, and yeah, they are just constantly jumping, smacking into the side of it. They don't seem to be doing any damage to the boat, but you can't lose them.
Anybody
They're
coming
just
back on the radio?
On you. No, nothing through the. You haven't got any tone or anything like that, but you also haven't.
Yeah. The main base.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, but you haven't heard anything coming through back on it yet. You have been calling out maydays.
I keep
but...
trying on every frequency I can find.
Okay.
Have I been shooting at them yet?
You can attempt to. It's going to be really difficult, Nick, because they're in the air for a short period of time.
But I've been given orders, and I'm a good soldier.
Okay. All right. What are you trying to use to shoot? You using the pistol?
The pistol. I'm not using the shotgun.
Okay. Roll to hit. It is going to be a. It's just going to be a -10 to hit.
That's really bad. 93 fail.
Oh,
okay. All right. You do try and fire. You shoot once, and as far as you could tell, well, this thing is it's difficult for you to see. You didn't see any like red mist. You can't tell if you hit it when it was jumping out the water. And again, you wait and try and prepare yourself for another one. This time, I'm going to give you a 0 to that. So just flat.
Can I do something? Because what I was going to do before the first shot was, let's say I hear the shot kind of going, I kind of slow the boat down a little bit.
Okay.
To about half speed.
Okay. Nick, roll to hit.
28.
Plus
28 pass.
Plus 40, so a significant wound. That's not bad.
Okay. All right, Nick, you do manage to get one as it's coming towards you. But as Scott goes to slow down, and these things are still coming at the same speed, the one that you actually hit is one that has tried to jump up on the back, and it does actually crest the seating that's there, and you hit it for a significant wound, but and it's bleeding, but it is on the boat now.
Is it on the furniture?
On the furniture. It's stacked up on the furniture.
You're down there.
No, I'm with you with the radio.
He's with you.
You said you head down to
the Like I said, I come back and I play on the radio. Do you call for help?
I do.
Then I'll come down.
Bring something long.
I only have a machete. It's like this long.
Okay. All right.
This longer blade.
All right. So as you're calling out, Nick, this thing does start to writhe and try to work its way towards you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I get a reaction?
What's your athletics?
Can I my athletics?
Yeah.
Is 40.
Okay. This thing goes first.
Oh damn.
Okay. All right. It is on the back, and you can hear more while we're going at this speed as well. Like it's still. You can hear them getting closer at this point, more of them screaming. And this one does start to work its way towards you, and it does just... It tries to go for you, but you manage to kind of back up and out the way in time.
So on the furniture or already over?
Already over the furniture,
so
yeah.
Like,
and it's working its way in.
So we've corralled it on top inside.
Yes, yeah, it's essentially stuck. It's not going to be getting off.
So now I've made a dolphin prison.
Yes,
we have a dolphin prison.
You hear more. All of you hear more getting closer.
It's like if as I come down, I see it's corralled. Then I'll like no screws, and I'll take careful aim with my gun since it can't move that much, and hope that I can hit it.
Okay, all right. Are you aiming for a specific part or just no? You're
aiming,
just shooting.
Just
okay.
Aiming at it. That's a small enough target to try and hit.
Okay, I want you to roll to shoot, and you are going to get a 20 to that.
And half my bonus. So 20 and then 15. Is 35, alright. 54.
Okay.
Plus 20 is 74, so a grievous wound.
Yes. Sorry, what was the actual roll itself, though?
54.
54. Okay. Okay. No, not quite. Not quite. So yes, yeah, you do. You shoot, and you see the fin just absolutely like blood red everywhere from this shot, and And it does just kind of spin towards you with like death in its eyes, just and it's just trying to work its way, just flipping all over the place. Okay, like I said, you can hear more, and Nick, it's at this point you see another attempting to jump over the side. Remember, you are going to slower speed right now at the moment, peeps. Okay. Okay, so the second one does attempt to get up, and you actually hear it slap into the back, and then it falls back down into the water, screeching all at the same time.
Okay.
Another attempts to do the same thing again. Luckily, the barricade that you've built is pretty good, but they seem to be able to keep up and are able to attempt this a lot easier at this point. But they still bounce off. No, you guys are still out in it, and you're not going anywhere near as fast as you were before.
I know,
so
but I mean, we're still traveling.
Traveling the whole 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What's next
Okay.
on combat?
All right. So Scott's not there, so it's going to be our friend's turn downstairs. Now, Nick, what's your positioning like at the moment on the second chance?
I'll be on the stairs.
I guess it's relatively central on the back.
Well,
isn't
because
it?
you were on the back. So initially, when this thing dove over, you were there with it. So it is.
So I would have backed up towards whatever staircase is closest. to
Okay,
me.
this thing is going to attempt to move towards you.
That's
Okay.
fine.
All right, it's a little injured because of its. Oh, it's significantly injured because of its.
Grievously
Oh,
injured.
grievously injured because of that. So it does manage to get towards you, and it attempts to strike at you, going and trying to nip at your feet.
Dodge it, mate.
That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
How bad did it roll? Did it roll really well?
99.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So it does attempt to snap at you, Nick, but it doesn't get there. Just. And it's just like snapping back and forth, just like in a mad rage trying to get towards you. And at this point, it's almost starting to slide down the stairs when it gets towards you.
Is that stairs going
Slide
down?
down.
Stairs are going down.
I thought
Yeah.
those stairs
I thought
came
they were
coming
going
up.
up.
Well, they go up, but they also go down.
Oh, I thought they went up.
No.
inwards.
This is below.
Yeah.
This is like a semi-raised
That's
area.
fine.
That's why on this one it's not part of it. So it's like this is semi-raised. Yeah.
Right.
And then it goes downstairs from here. Yeah.
So all three
Um,
staircases lead down.
They all lead down.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
like the two on the side lead upwards.
They lead
Yeah.
upwards if you're coming from that direction.
No, I mean like inwards. And
Yeah.
up.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Um.
I'll just aim again and. I'll aim.
Oh,
but-
I mean, who wants to go first?
I
Like
mean,
Nick, you're right in front of it.
yeah,
But
no, you can go first because my action will just be to take aim.
It's snapping at me still.
it's
yeah?
right at
Oh,
your
it
feet.
was.
It's right at your feet.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'd like to go first and get away.
Okay. All right. So you attempt to move away from this position.
And- yeah. Take a couple steps back and shoot again.
Okay.
Same strategy as last time.
All right. Go ahead.
Right.
You're gonna get you
I'm
at this
guessing that's
point.
flat?
It is no. It's a plus 20 to that.
Okay. 45 pass.
45 pass. Nice. Okay. So
Yeah.
you're gonna get a plus 20 to that as well.
So 65. So another grievous.
And 45 is also
Fin.
okay, yeah. So you shoot it again in the fin area, and you just see this thing just blast off, and it's
Fin.
it's bleeding out all over the place now, and it's still just screeching. And you
Destroy this boat.
hear again others still getting closer, and you can hear more screams outside. Okay,
Swiss cheese
all
for
right.
this boat.
So traveling at the lower speed, they are able to keep up with you a lot easier, and this one does. Another one crests and jumps up, and it lands down on top of the barricade that you've made, and it's trying to work its way in at this point.
I yell while I'm aiming at this thing. I'll just want to yell up. I just say, "Scott, stop the boat! Calm down."
You're stopping the boat?
Well, that's what I yell.
you
Scott,
yell?
stop the boat!
Okay.
Calm down here. Calm down
Okay.
here.
I stop the boat and push the automatic.
Anchoring, you're
Yeah,
anchoring down? Okay.
And I start heading
There are
down.
2 on board now. Okay.
Okay,
All right, and you
I'm
start
sliding
trying to
down.
work your way down.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be at least a turn or more before
Yeah,
you're able
that's fine.
to make your way down. Okay, all right. So now so you're taking a turn to aim. You're aiming at this first one. Out of the corner of your eye, you have seen this other one arrive.
Yep.
And it starts going in your direction, working its way towards you.
If I have to dodge, if it rolls well, I'll dodge and lose it. But that's fine with me.
Okay, right, yeah, so it tries to work its way towards you, but it just fails. Like, it tumbles over the barricade. It's now on the back of the second chance, and it flounders when it gets on the other side, but it's still trying to work its way towards you. It's got you in the side of its eye, and it's trying to, like, work its way over towards you.
It's fine, I still keep...
Still keep aiming on the one that Nick's on? Okay, alright, so it's now back around to Jarl's turn.
Can I take the first action and shoot Nick just before you kill it, and then my aim's wasted?
Yep.
Same bonus
Go
as
for it.
before?
Yes,
So
yep,
plus 20 and then half my thing?
yep.
Okay, so that's the same thing. So that 20...
And then you can shift it. Remember, you can shift it by your full
Yeah.
shoot.
Oh shit, I should have done that last time. I completely
okay.
forgot.
Yeah, it's your full shoot you can shift
Yeah.
it by.
Oh yeah, so that's 57 success, so that is a
Plus 20 to that.
so that's 77, so that's another
Grievous wound,
So
yep.
75 is what?
75 is currently left leg, so it's going to be
45 is?
45 is left arm, which is...
I'll shoot its fin. I'll shoot
Okay.
its tail.
Oh, you shoot its tail? Okay, alright, you shoot it in the back of its tail, and it just
Grievous
falls out in
wound.
pain
So-
as you just blast into it, and it just, at this point, Nick, it seems to be, like, slowing down, and...
It's going to get like a minus.
and it seems to
45
be
to everything.
seriously impeded by the damage that you have already done to it. Nick, it's your turn. There is one on here already.
Is it impeded enough that I could place a barrel against its head?
Yeah, I'd say yeah. It can't move at this point.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do the point blank shot again.
Okay, go for a point blank shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I almost don't need to make you roll for that because it's going to do what it's going to do. It has an effect. So yeah, in terms of like a story sense, you go up towards it, put the gun against its head, and pull the trigger. And like the one before, this one also falls silent, just and just blood and bits of brain start to run out onto the deck of the boat. There is still one on here, and it's moving towards you again as you took that shot.
I'll try and jump out of the way. I don't care. Can we hear any other screeches?
Yes, you can.
There's still
many,
others.
still many.
Oh.
You're hearing lots of screeching
What
around.
happened to your 3, Nick?
I didn't
At
say
any
three,
one,
I said
at any
two.
one time, he saw 3. Okay, all
I
right.
never
So,
said three.
Schalk, it does move towards you and just goes out to take a snap at you. What is your defensive action to that?
Honestly, I want to roll fight so I can try and... Because it's on the... I want to kick it out of the way as it comes close.
Yep. Try and push it out the way. Okay, roll fight for me.
Don't have any sigils.
No. And there is more screeching.
95, and that's 56 over my result.
56. So essentially, that's going to be added on to what's going on with the zombie dolphin.
Yeah, it's bonus damage to the zombie.
Okay, so this isn't good. This isn't good at all. At this stage, we still don't know where it's attacking, what it's attacking exactly, but we know that it's coming for you. And
at least
with the
agree.
musculature of its tail, it propels itself towards you as you are aiming, as you shot towards the other, or as you were aiming towards the dolphin. And Scott, you're just coming down the ladder as you see this. You look out towards your friends fighting these two creatures, one of them now dead on the ground, the other one seemingly completely fresh, launching itself towards Schalk. And with your arm, like when you're aiming out and you kind of see it going towards you, you try and like move back out the way, maybe even attempting to try and like push it, like to redirect it
Try to, like, kick to them.
away, yeah, like trying to kick it out the way, and it comes towards you, and you feel its jaws clamp down. You feel like the teeth tear in through your the material of your rain jacket, and as it kind of like pulls you with it down towards the ground, you feel the teeth dig through the muscle in your arm, through the sinew. You feel them snap, twang, as you feel your fingers slowly become limp and this thing just like grinds down as flesh comes away, tears away, and part of your hand with it goes into this thing's maw as it drops down to the ground, and just this fleshy, bloody mess is left of your arm, and you're just stunned. And I need you to roll Constitution now to see if you're able to stay awake. It's just going to be flat. You see this, and as the blood starts to just pump out with your heartbeat, you feel darkness start to overtake you. You stand for a second, and you see him trying to stay standing during all of this.
That's a head injury.
Oh,
And yeah, you fall backwards and you tumble. You hit the stairs and you start to roll. And as darkness starts to overcome you, and as the screams of more of these things can be heard around you, that's where we're going to end today's session.
Shit.
Yes. Thank you for joining us for this one, a slightly different episode of Zealand with the party being split the way it is. We're going to see what's happening with the others next time, but for this lot, we're going to have to wait until the next chapter to see what's going on with them. But Schalk is not in a good place. The second chance, well, let's see what becomes of that. But your left arm is, well, without inspection, not very good. But guys and gals, that's been us for today's episode. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do join us in the next as we take up with both Jake and Chloe back on the island with the Russians. And as for this lot on the second chance, we'll be seeing them again soon too. Thank you all for joining me. I've been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay breathing.